People make time to organize their closets and their clothes, but they won't take time to reorganize the thoughts that are going on in their mind. Hey guys, what's up? It's Catrice and welcome back. I'm super excited to chat with you today about this new series that I'm started. It's a Plan With Me series. Plan with me for the month of February 2021. Now, I talk about journaling a lot, and I think that journaling is extremely important. Journaling has an interesting connotation because either it's something you really love to do or it's something that you just don't have time for. In my personal opinion, people are missing out if you think you don't have time for this. Journaling is literally the biggest boss move you can make. Why? Why might you ask? Let me tell you. In what world we live in, which is the world we live in right now, in the world we live in right now, we have researchers, we have scientists, and we have doctors. And I am telling you that I am giving you, through the eyes of a journal, the opportunity to be the scientist, to run the experiments of your life, to research how these experiments are going along, and to be the doctor to prescribe exactly what it is to get you moving in the direction you said you wanted to move in. This ain't about me, this is about you. You said you wanted to achieve these goals. You said it. And funny enough, a lot of times people find themselves spinning in circles and never quite moving closer to the goal that they have set up for themselves, and they don't know why. And let me tell you why. It's very simple. Just research yourself. Research your history, research things that you do, research things that you don't do. And it's really hard to be the researcher while you're running these experiments. The experiments are the fun part. Like, oh, just try this and see how it goes. When you are doing the researching, it's really hard to just pull a whole bunch of information from your brain from a long time ago. Like, I can barely remember what I did yesterday. I know that I don't remember what I did a long time ago. I have no idea. But if you are keeping tabs, if you are keeping track, you literally have quantifiable information that is sitting in front of you that can help you and direct you. And I think that is where people are missing out. They hear journal and they're like, I don't have time for that. And I'm telling you, make time. People make time to organize their closets and their clothes and the garage and the pantry, but they won't take time to reorganize the thoughts that are going on in their mind. And this is gonna be so crucial because people have been researching the brain for years, and they're like, hey, all you have to do is write it down. All you have to do is tell yourself how amazing you are. This is all you have to do because this is how your brain functions. And people in their conscious mind can't get, they're too smart for their own good, right? Because they know too much and they don't have time to tell themselves this, and because it sounds crazy and because none of it works. But we're not talking about your conscious level of being. We're talking about impacting the brain and how it actually works, and so you can create something that will actually work and function for you. And actually working and actually functioning is seeing something written down on paper, seeing a commitment that you wrote down to yourself, seeing that you are making progress or not making progress, and then doing something about it. Now, I have been a journaler for years. I've been journaling for years and years of my life. So yes, I'm definitely an advocate of journaling. And I kind of just want to take you through what my plan of February 2021 is. And then I need you to go grab a notebook if you don't have one already, and consider journaling out your plan for February 2021. Now, if you don't have any goals or dream and you're just kind of just floating through life and doing what you want to do, this is probably not the right video for you. But if you do have things that you are trying to accomplish over a short period of time or a long period of time, I think it is important to have that check-in system. So consider this your reminder. Every time this video pops up, obviously come hang out with me, please. Hit the subscribe and the bell and it'll let you know when I'm here, okay? But consider this your reminder that you should probably pull out your journal as well. You should probably pull out your tracking system, like however you want to set it. If you don't want to call it a journal, you want to call it a schedule, you want to call it a tracker, you want to call it charting, whatever makes you feel good about yourself, whatever it is, it's time to pull that out so that we can check in and see where we currently are. I can't believe it's February. It's crazy. Where did January go? And actually, I'm just gonna start with that. January for me was absolutely crazy. I don't know about you, but I typically don't make strong goals in January. January for me is a dreaming kind of month. I spend more time just writing down all the things that I want to accomplish. Like anything that comes to me, I'm like, oh, that'll be cool, that'll be cool, that'll be great, that'll be awesome. I want to do that. I want to try that. And I just keep gathering ideas from people because people are so deep in their New Year's resolutions and the idea of a fresh start that I'm just pulling from my people. Like, y'all got some good things going on. Whatever y'all got going on, oh, I'm gonna try that too. That sounds good. I'm gonna try that. So that's what I normally do. But this month I actually did set 3 goals for myself. That's typically the number I am going to use for each month. 3 main goals, usually a couple of mini habits, and maybe a couple of mini goals along the way, depending on the month and what I need to accomplish, or what I want to accomplish. I like having the 3 goals because I feel like I can kind of bounce around. Like if I forgot to do something that day, then maybe I can sneak in the other one, or maybe I can sneak in the other one. And there's always one thing that I can check off the list and feel like I'm moving forward. And you would think from that list, man, that the water would have been the easiest thing to do.
And yeah, January didn't go well.
So as far as water is concerned, it's interesting because the other 2 goals did. I killed those goals. And this would be the next little section, kind of pat myself on the back because I, in my decluttering, got rid of so much more stuff than I thought I was gonna be able to. And I got to the point where it was getting really hard to like find stuff to get rid of. I'm like, I don't know what else to get rid of. I'm running out of stuff. So I ended up having to go out to the garage, guys. To the garage. Yes, me. I've been complaining about the garage for the last 8 years. And I went out there and I set a time limit for myself. I said, I'm only gonna be out here for 1 hour. I only need to work on this one little tiny section. I ended up being out there for 3 hours, but I wasn't even ready or expecting to make such an impact on the garage in 3 hours. And then I realized when I was done, like I'm not done yet, but I was like, man, you were just kind of making a big deal about nothing. This could have been cleaned a long time ago. But I was pretty proud of myself at that. And I'm also pretty proud of continuing to make videos. One of the goals that I had was to just try to connect more if I could. And I want you to know that I'm cheering for you. So I took it upon myself to find a creative outlet because I feel like I'm a creative kind of person, as well as pair it with something else that I really wanted to work on. So those are my highlights. Now for my boss move section. This is one of my favorite sections because I can actually look at a chart and see if I am moving toward my goals or not. And overall, I am moving towards my goals. So even though I'm slightly disappointed in my water intake for the entire month of January, I should be ashamed. It is very obvious to me based on my tracking that I'm moving towards my goals. And I don't know, everything overall went really decently for the month of January, but if you ask me about it, I would tell you that I was like scrambling and in a whirlwind crazy and not meeting deadlines. But it's interesting because mostly those deadlines were deadlines that I had to myself, so I guess that's okay. So for February, I intend for February to be the month of love, because isn't that what it is? I am pushing myself to figure out more ways to show love to myself and others through service, acts of service, and kind words, because those things make me happy, and I want February to be a month of happiness and love. My goals for this month: water. I want to make sure that I'm drinking the appropriate amount of water. I am going to go ahead and toss back in my fitness goals. Usually I let that wane a little during the holidays and I don't worry about it, but now I'm going to start worrying about it again. Then gardening season. It's time for me to start my garden. If you don't know, I'm an avid, huge lover of the garden, and I'm so excited to get my seeds started. I have really enjoyed my indoor plants, and I've picked up a couple of new indoor fan favorites, but yeah, so it's time for me to start seeds, and I'm gonna go through my seed collection, pick out what needs to be started, kind of organize everything and start getting everything in motion. That is pretty much it. I would end my journaling session by a romantic, whimsical note at the end. Just my hope for the world, my hope for myself, the direction I'm going, how I'm feeling, and whatever was going on before, that was before. Fresh start, and let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward. Let me know if you are going to be journaling this month. Let me know how your January was, and let me know how your February looks. I'm excited to hear that. Oh, one thing that I didn't mention, and I should have, even though you just set these goals, and this is the reason that people screw up their New Year's resolutions, I shouldn't say that, but it's true, is because they set a goal, but they don't actually map anything out. Everything is mapped out and scheduled. It's never a guess. So don't guess. If you're gonna write these goals down, break them up into little bits and pieces and then schedule them in the calendar so that, again, once you get to the end of the month, all of these little bits and pieces that you have accomplished brings you to your final big goal. All right, that is it for today. I wanna hang out again. Don't you wanna hang out? I wanna hang out. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. It'll let you know when I'm here so you and I can hang out. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.